All right, we're back. We're back, and there we go. All right, now I have control. Actually, I did want to see settings. I wonder, resolution windowed, motion blur 20%. Can I windowed full screen? I guess that's fine. Frame rate unlimited, vertical sync. Reduce motion blur. Still a little bit of a lag. I don't really like the motion blur.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
It's not really screen tearing. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's much better. Alright. Hit the wrong key.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi, hello.
Are you,
That's me.
are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
I'm just passing through.
Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
That's pretty sad. Never too late to start learning. I can give you a couple pointers.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
As it just so
Those are good.
happens.
My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
As it turns out, Thomas, I already have one.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Part 1, found in the community center archives.
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble.
You're welcome.
In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
300 bits. Nice. I'll let you know.
Sure. I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
Alright. That should go. Ooh. This is where I can mod. Alright. So... install mod. Mags. Oh, turns into... that's it? Alright. Oh. Gyro state. Increases accuracy. Yep. That's good for that one. So what one can I add the silencer to? Quiet muscle. What is... noise range? Interesting. Sure. So that's gonna be quieter. Is there any mods for this? No, not yet. Impact hammer. Alright. Oh yeah. I didn't get a cool weapon, did I? Light machine gun. That's still heavy weapons. This is going to be my primary skill. I want a sniper, though. That's F. That's not E. I don't know why I keep doing that. So what do we have? Die, robot, die. Achievement thermal plant. Find the 3 volumes. Search Zoe's home for clues. There we go. I knew there's something nearby. Got Zoe's journal. Well, today's the day, Zoe. Today is the day that you take your destiny into your own hands. I've been listening to Grace talk with Marauder threat. Bands of wild, free-spirited bandits living in camps out in the hills, warming themselves by the light of the barrel fires. Probably mounted the heads of their enemies on spikes as a warning to folk like me. Living a life of comfort and ease, free of any rules, I bet they could take the whole region if they were organized. I've been tucking away some of Adelaide's food, and I've been getting some spare cans of salt tuna. Should last me a couple weeks if I ration. Got some Adrenatime, too. Everybody loves Adrenatimes, even Marauders, right? I got odds those Marauders will let me throw in with them if I dangle a couple syringes of Adrenatime before their eyes. This is going to be great. Look out, Terra 2. Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story has just begun. I'm gonna have a whole gang of Marauders at my beck and call. Maybe I can even score some Rizzo. Okay. So that's not good. So that's it then. No more Edgewater for me. No more cannery. No more jumpsuits and gloves. Yes, ma'ams. And would you like another's? I don't know why I'm writing this down for posterity's sake, because I always hated the cannery, and I don't think I'll ever have to look back at the journal many years hence and tell myself, oh wow, I did hate the Veil once, didn't I? Just because I got sick, everybody gets sick. Well, okay, I got sick and I grabbed a little too much of Adrenatime, and that was really a crime. I gotta treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Whatever happened to personal responsibility and surviving by one's own bootstraps? Oh, but misappropriate a box of Adrenatime and suddenly you're committing larceny. Yeah, that is larceny. Alright, so she went off with some raiders. Like an idiot. Terror Monarch. We're off to see where Zoe went. The wonderful Zoe of Oz. Copyrighted. Alright. Where is Friend Engineer? There, okay. Let's go save Zoe from her stupidity. That or we're gonna be walking into a trap. That's gonna be awkward.
Not a peep for me.
That was bad. Gosh darn it. Alright. So you read all that. Now let's go. Oh, gosh. Ammo.
Shh. Here we go. Nice one.
All right. Some more. Oh yeah, there's one more. Ooh, is that a rifle?
That's the last of them.
Ooh. Hope you didn't need that arm. But I can't have the rifle. Of course not. Is it laying on the ground somewhere? No. Jerk. Marauder thug, those are dead.
Nice.
Quiet muzzle, heavy ammo, fun time barrel. Increases critical damage. Nice. Where's this leader that I blew up? Marauder Vandal, no. My goodness. There's the leader. Yeah. Retrofitted heavy power armor. Oh gosh. We need to sell. Sell, 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 sell. Pretty close to the vendor, right? Yeah, we're pretty close. Alright, well, this is going to be the stream for the next 3 hours until I can get to the vending machine. This is basically just a combination of Fallout and, whatchamacallit, is this the, no. No, it's down this corner. There we go. Combination of Borderlands and Fallout. Kind of like what I expected. So far, so good. Interested how it develops. What the main quest sort of turns into. I guess it's right now save the colony ship. I'm glad I just don't, every single conversation doesn't end up, Sean! Oh my gosh, my son, Sean! Also, I'm a terrible person. I'm gonna kill everyone. But Sean! There's like, yeah, you can't roleplay anything except for worried father. Which, I mean, it's fair. They tried something. Didn't work. I never finished that game. We're almost there. Don't you worry. Got a bunch of stuff to sell. Alright, what do we have to sell? Revolver. Oh, this is buy. That makes sense. Alright. So we're not doing any... Whoops. Do I have any junk? Okay, not doing any two-handed weapons. Sawed-off shotgun. And like that. Light machine gun will keep. Stun baton. I meant to switch that out. Okay. I'm not going heavy armor. Going like medium at most. Going ranged weapons. That sort of stuff. These are all pretty low weight stuff, yeah. Almost out of space though. Yeah, I was gonna switch out stun. And I guess we'll put on Slant. Slant. Sounds pretty cool. Alright. Let's go to my silenced weapon. It's not silenced. Borst worst. I'm not the worst unless it's Borst worst. Worst. Alright. Now I can run. What is my weight at? I'm carrying 39 pounds. It's pretty heavy still. But I mean, I look pretty strong. Primal nest discovered. I'm gonna steer clear of that. That's for sure. No desire to be near that at all. That's for darn sure. Dead people. I see dead people. Alright. Zoe Chan. Oh, she's moving around. City.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
Painting perks. Okay.
Ah, no encore.
That was quite a lot of killing. To be honest, they kind of ran at my face, and bullets just met their face. All right. So leveled up. So we'll take care of that. Skills. I guess defense would be something nice. Some tech. Alright. Apply. Barty. Level up. Okay. Bonus support engineering. Threat generated. Base health. Yeah. Alright.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
I'd like to see, I'm an accountant in real life, so, I'm super heroic. I sit behind a computer all day, type in numbers into a computer. Pretty heroic, Whenever I tell ladies that, they usually just look away. Here's Zoe, people are looking for you.
What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
Well, I've been sent to find you.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong. And no serial dramas. I've been thinking about going back. I just gotta know if Lord Cavendish really is the masked marketeer. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Need you to
I'm
clarify.
great at clarifying.
Are you a prisoner here?
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit.
How'd you pull it off?
I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
Nothing. Nothing at all. How are you even alive?
I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma.
Why'd you leave
I got
camp?
kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat
Oh,
myself.
I knew that already.
I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them.
Alright, I'll be back. You heading back? Well, that's an explosive one. But this isn't.
Gosh, that's clever.
Mr. Cartridge. Damage in the brown. Some banner. Bread noodles. Spacer's chow. There's a lot more stuff in this game than Fallout, just because, you know, it's not post-apocalyptic. Somehow has the same feel, though. Alright. Evicted. So, Drino. Cells. Did. Just gluten the whole time. Energy cells. I was putting away. Because I didn't think I was gonna have enough ammo. I still don't really have enough ammo for this thing. But I'm getting a lot. Ouch. Got a lot of light ammo. Sure darn sure. Maybe I will use the light machine gun. Good. Great. Great. It's all good. Yep. Did I just equip it? I don't know if I equipped it or used it. Oh, I equipped it. Alright. What about the only gun that I have lots of ammo for. Which means that it's probably most effective if I use a light machine gun. You can't even aim with this thing. That's not good. Got a bunch of ammo for it. Alright. Time to go back. And say, we cleared out the village and saved Zoe from herself. New work. I don't blame her. I'm not gonna knock her, you know? Huh? Usually whenever people go into, you know, raving lunatic marauder bands with stuff, they usually just kill them. So, yeah. She did good. Grace Romero, obviously the ancestor, the descendant of, you know, George Romero. Zombies.
What is it?
Talk to
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
Joined up.
Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things.
That's
You
a show.
pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble.
Yeah.
Let me know if I can do something for you.
I'll leave you be. Thanks. Alright. One of your weapons or armor is broken at minimum effectiveness. You should find a workbench and repair it. Well, luckily there's a workbench right in here. I got a bunch of experience for that. I'm gonna be like max level in no time. It's gonna be great. Everyone's gonna love me. What is broken? Repair. Armor broken? I don't see what's broken. I guess that's kind of broken. No, repair that. Okay. Is there any mods for this? Shock damage. I don't even know if I like it. Any other mods for this? Quiet Whisper. Fun Times Barrel. Can I have multiple barrel mods? Okay. Oh, there's multiple. That would be a waste. I'm pretty sure it's already shock or something similar to it. For Stone Baton. Could make it a... I really wanna... Oh, she gave me a bolter pistol. Alright, what am I doing? Die Robot Die, Illustrated Manual, Small Grave Matter. Divert power from... Okay, Small Grave Matter. Gonna handle that. We're gonna turn in the illustrated thing, and then we're gonna go. That's farther away. I might as well just do this. Just have bunches of mines on the way out.
Take cover.
Really?
You got him.
Why do you have so many mines on the way out? Oh my gosh. Son of a gun. That's fine. We didn't really do anything other than... Where's the button? Got repair, armor, good. Great. Alright. Fine, we'll leave this way. I don't even know if I can disable those things. Like, it's at this point, like none of the wildlife really reacts to. I think this is a pretty low budget game, to be honest. So what they did is they actually, you know, they did pretty good for the budget they had, but definitely is lacking in, you know, some realism.
I always wanted to poke around in here.
Probably would have been a good idea to add shock damage.
Everyone all right?
Alright. That was easy enough. Flywheel? That was a movie. Alright. Ooh, sucks for you guys. Ooh, got some. Go for that. Power plant security terminal. Disarm security fence. Alright. I'll make it easier to even. Light assault rifle. Do I have a light assault rifle? Alright. Is there a vendor nearby? Probably. That'd be useful. Ooh, scientist almost made it to safety. There is a vendor. Do I have a light assault rifle? Okay. I think that's what I have. No, I have an assault rifle. What's the difference? Less damage? I'm gonna guess less weight though. Yeah, one less weight. That's... Alright. Sell. Gonna sell spacer. Oh wait, no, we don't want to sell all the spacer pistols. Also, that is, you know, at least damage. I didn't put any mods on it, so keep a sentry saber. Keep plasma rifle. That. Different one. Light assault rifles. Alright. How much money do we have? Let's see, 2,000. Nice. I don't know if that's a lot or not. But it's something. Alright, now we're going to transition to a geothermal plant. That's going to be an interesting lifestyle. There's another one. Okay. Spacers.
The control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing. Here we go! Woo! We made it!
really should have used that shock thing. Been smart. Fail. Is that the enemy we're supposed to kill? Die, robot, die.
Processing data. Performing an area sweep.
Incoming! Nice one!
Let's go and get this. Ooh, buffers. Overhauled power helmet. Is that lockpick?
Nicely done.
Locked door. Oh. That didn't unlock that door though. I wanna.
Everyone all right?
Okay.
Unexpected. Beginning security patrol.
That didn't work. They're dead. I'm gonna go and do this real quick. 'Cause I'm sure that I have to do this part first before I do something else. Or this will like tell me how to do stuff. Stats. 22% efficiency, redirect power. Warning, security failures likelihood of comes another power. Damage, protecting power. Did I just do that right? Please activate all 3 electrical track switches. Alright, so I just started. That's right, I have to start that and then. Alright.
3 switches. That'll be easy enough.
Now, is there any food that I have that gives me lockpick? %water. Oh. 25% extra damage. Is that it? Is that in the game? It sounded like a bell tower or something. I don't know. just walk outside real quick. Buy back my lockpick mask and then come back in and lockpick the door to get the core. Because I was stupid. It's gone forever. Guess it's just gone forever. No, buy back. Here we go. Oops. Figured it out. Put on this door opening. Alright.
I wish I could do that.
Corrupted logic module. Nice. Got some mag picks, weapon parts, Trina time. Oh, nice. Nice. Alright. Pretty good. Alright.
Just two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale?
Not good things. That's why we're gonna send power to them. Because I'm not a corporate goon. Oh, spoiler.
Get away!
What was that? Chester's passcode. It's probably just said get away.
Get away!
Chester's passcode, I guess. Chester.
No, 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 just leave me alone.
Hey,
You're not real. You're not real.
let's go. Have a nice chat.
Get away!
Where are you? Hello?
No, 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 just leave me alone.
Down here?
No, 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 just leave me alone. Go away, phantoms. You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, phantom. Shoot, scram.
Calm down.
You can talk? The phantoms never talked before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
You're not imagining me.
Of course. Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the phantoms of my imagination. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
Okay. How long have you been down here?
Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever. My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days.
What do you exactly do here?
Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
You're an engineer?
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, Did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
I can deal with them.
You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead.
Yep.
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering.
I'm a pretty smart guy.
There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
123 password, thanks. Alright. Volume 3. Alright, let's go and get rid of these things. Alright. Modify behavior. Select new mode. There. Select new target. It's fine. Intruder. There we go. Exit. Alright. Now they're gonna kill each other. Bard.
Self-diagnostics complete. Navigation systems operational. Combat systems operational. It's not the best choice. It's the spacer's choice.
Why don't you tell me?
Hostile actions towards spacer's choice mechanics are contrary to logical directive. Conclusion: all hostile automechanicals must be defective in compliance with spacer's choice policy. All defective automechanicals must be permanently dismantled. Please allow me to assist.
You want to help me destroy the
Affirmative.
mechanicals?
Mechanicide protocols loaded. Awaiting confirmation.
Confirmation granted. Godspeed. Bought a copy of Young Space Just Think it's Volume 3. Access repair logs. Access repair logs. Cool. Okay. Time to head down. Alright.
Great work.
I can... What should I add? Yeah, I'll do that. Gonna have shock.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Okay. And that is fine.
Good to go. That's the last of them.
Oh, so many cells. Nice. Let's just the other way. Oh yeah, this is much more effective. So much energy cells to destroy. That guy is having a bad day. Oh. That was an accident. As it turns out, you can't put away your weapon. It's holding down R. I take back my comments. Okay. So I think we're doing the right thing. She said redirect the power to me, though. So I guess we get a choice.
That's the last. I'm not sure what the right is. Alls I know is the decision's final.
Did I do that wrong? Okay, now we can choose. I don't think either one is in the right, really. I mean, just know that one's trying to be better than the other, that's for sure.
Once we do this, there's no going... Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
Sure.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
Why do you gotta make this hard on me?
Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? Well, that sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say
I was so confident.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Why? Why'd you do this to me? What's that? Access. Oh gosh. no, get it? Fine, no. Tree power. Oh, so what's that power? Return to read, return to Ludwig, find 3 volumes. Illustrated manual, return to Viker. We're almost done here. Be blasting off. I don't know if that was the right choice. I feel like Reed's not a good leader. So, like, I was doing these people's favor by getting them away from him, almost. I don't know. It's the first playthrough. You live, you learn. You can make different choices in second playthrough. I'll be sad if there's not a karma system. Probably isn't. Alright, time to talk to... Cemetery. It's a little sad.
Hey, lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
What are you talking about, Silas?
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house. Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
Yeah.
You run into any trouble?
Conrad's is getting...
Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room. That's the word, extortion. Been on the tip of my tongue all day.
Okay. Let me go and talk to Ludwig. Turn in the corrupted logic module.
Town's been dark a while now. Could be a mechanical trying to sabotage us.
Yep.
Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the Resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
Alright, hack lockpick. Let's increase this a little bit. Increase melee a little bit, persuade a little bit. Perks. I feel like we're gonna be running into more and more stuff. Based on rating, we'll be fighting a lot of stuff. Alright.
all the lights in town went out. Since then, I've had wild-eyed workers begging my guidance. I'm surprised you would go along with this action, Ms. Holcomb.
I'm not sure what the right and wrong of it is, sir. But leaving the deserters with neither walls nor lights would have left them to the mercy of marauders.
Let's hope walls alone are sufficient, then. Oh, inarguably. This town was a pustule on the ass of the architect. Metaphorically speaking. You took it upon yourself to decide the fate of strangers. I don't know whether that's confidence or arrogance. Either way, I'm fascinated.
Well, do you want this book or not?
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn. Well, yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
I know, right? French is so terrible.
Please. As if my life should have no greater meaning than proselytizing to a bunch of feeble-minded wretches. Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aetherwave program. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
Huh? Sure.
Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
Sounds good. Sure.
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order, and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
Sounds great. Alright, wasn't expecting that. There's the door. Let us... What do we got left here? Fight an engineer, so we gotta find volume 3. Let's try to blackmail this guy, I guess.
I can't possibly cut anyone's hair in the dark.
Sounds like you got some training and another thing too about medicine.
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
Only if you use a doctor loosely.
I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon, and if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene.
That's okay. That is
Go ahead.
Quite the odds.
The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame.
Goodness.
Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching.
Why don't you treat all your workers?
Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us.
That's pretty monstrous.
Nature is monstrous, friend, and this plague is natural selection at work.
Alright, well, I don't feel so bad. Ahem.
What can I do for you?
I know about Eugene.
You know about Eugene? How?
You left a note.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
Probably worth a few bits.
More than a few. Those teeth were his personal savings. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees.
You sure about this?
I'm sure that I have no other choice.
You're right.
Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Told Eugene kills nobody.
Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life.
Nice.
It's a miracle of bureaucracy. If Eugene's death were filed as a suicide, we'd all pay the price for his crime. We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
All right. Well, we figured that one out. So, I'm gonna go talk to Silas real quick, and then we're gonna find that other engineering thing, and then we're gonna go and we're gonna give it to that guy, and then we're gonna go and leave. Back to the power like regular though.
Don't see the sense in all this fussing over the power. Cannery shutting down just means I'll have more bodies to bury.
Looking up.
You run into any trouble?
I'm all done. Paperwork for you.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
I went out of my way for you.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
Thanks. Some more central.
Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Alright. Ocean doesn't know.
Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy.
He was convinced you knew.
What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
Okay. Don't have an A name. That's real apocalypse advice right there. Alright. So if I do this, yeah, it's gonna lead me to the engineering body. Good. Surprised they're not hostile.
What are we supposed to do now?
Exercise patience and contemplate the scriptures.
Do 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 do. Nothing. Sealed. Oh no! Oh, thank goodness. We're good. For a second there, I thought we couldn't get it. So we can return it. Return to read. Alright. Read's over there.
You want to know what gets my bile churning? Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters, plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it?
Teach you a lesson.
Is that right? I'm dying to hear this. Please, educate me.
You're all slaves of space choice. I'm liberating you.
Liberating? Edgewater is my home. The only home I've ever had. I put down roots here, gave decades of my life to this place. I never asked to be liberated. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you.
Didn't mean to do that. What? Shock stick.
Incoming! That's the last of them! Here they come! Nice hit!
Well, and I guess that means that this is not gonna go well whenever I leave. But kind of needed it, so yeah.
You and I have got nothing to say.
How do I leave? Oh. Nice. Nothing happened. I didn't do anything. I don't know if that was the right choice. Kind of feels a little bit evil. I really didn't like their place, so I mean, like, either way. Didn't like what they were doing. Haven't botched any yet. That's nice. Alright. Time to go and turn in these engineering tomes. Put away my weapon. Can't go third person because budgets. Eh. I don't know. Feel free to put comments down below. Did I make the right choice? First playthrough. Just going off my instincts. That's all you can do. Feel a little bit bad, but we'll find out.
Any luck finding one of those manuals?
Found them both.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Part 2.
Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
Well, just wait on.
Well,
So I
don't
got
keep
more.
me in suspense.
Yup.
The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals.
Not anymore.
That's
Thanks
a
to
complete
Jeremy.
set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen. Aside from you, Ms. Parvati. I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit.
Alright. So we clearly need to increase this a little bit. Get that up. I need to start getting handguns up again. Okay. Let's chat. Where are you? So chat with Adelaide.
You hear that? That low, pleasant hum of electricity? It whispers across the veil like the winds of change. You've done well. I would have paid my last 5 bits to see the look on Reed's face when the last lamp in town burnt out and the cannery fell to silence.
What happens now?
Time's come to look toward the future. We'll grow, I expect. A lot of workers out there with nowhere else to go.
A lot of mouths to feed.
Not as many as you'd think. We're not about to let the whole town join our flock. Just the ones willing to renounce their corporate loyalties and live the way nature intended.
So
I
not
am
good.
curious. Why did you help us? You don't know who we are. You don't owe us a thing. The plant's crawling with mechanicals, so it stands to reason you risked your life.
Yeah, I like your way
You're
of life
not
better.
quite like anyone else I've met. You haven't had your consciousness programmed by the board. You're welcome among us if you're ever so inclined.
Sorry, I gotta live in the stars. That's where, that's my dream. All right, we're down to stranger in a strange land. Time to get out of here. I guess we can do some weapon mods real quick. And not walk out of the death trap that way. I guess I can't mod the other thing. Alright, control. I'll definitely use this. I got so many of them. Alright. But I want to kind of save mods because I don't know, whenever, there we go, gosh. I don't know whenever I'm going to switch armors. I don't know what armor's out there even. So I've been holding, I mean, same with weapons. I don't want to waste unique mods or whatever. So. Alright. Time to repair my ship, and then we get out of here. I feel like I did a decent thing. Maybe not like best thing, but a little bit disappointed that she's not going to take everyone in. Thought that was kind of the plan. Whoa!
Everyone all right?
Was not expecting to run into them. Should probably use, you know, what should I call it? Roads, but something in these bins. Oh, yeah. I'm sure people will be fine. Let's be honest, it is a better way of life.
did this!
So it is decently silenced.
We can handle this. Down they go! We did it!
Nothing. Alright. Killed more marauders. Oops. Got some experience. Got some more stuff. Hello.
Nice hit!
Time to get to the ship. This is a pretty cool ship. The Unreliable. I am Captain Alex Hawthorne. That's for sure. Definitely.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome! Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back at my post. I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice. I want to ask you something,
now.
and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
Sure.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Alright. I figured she was going to come along anyways.
Well,
Viker.
I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
Sounds good.
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain?
Sure.
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition.
Violently enthusiastic?
That's what my parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town, much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them.
Where's the passion?
My parents, ironically. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith, a faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it.
Tell me about your religion.
The simple version is this. The force which we call the Grand Architect created the universal equation that underlies and defines everything in the universe. Everything flows from the equation, or in layman's terms, the grand plan. Is the Grand Architect a consciousness? A natural force? Did it create the equation on purpose? The answers to these questions don't really matter. The equation, the plan, is all that matters. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in the plan. The plan is not one rigid path. There are a variety of multitudes contained within it. Our paths have variance, but we'll end up adhering to it, whether we like it or not. Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the lines, but the further outside you go, it's like an unbreakable elastic band. It will only stretch so far before it snaps back. The further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual correction.
I'll talk more later. Let's get going.
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise. What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
That's definitely Zoe, right? Anyways. The woman we should save from the raider camps. Alright. Workbench. Nice. Parts. Toss ball stick. Lacrosse? Guess that makes sense. Toss ball, lacrosse. Alright, power regulator. Nice. Vocational confidence, respec. No. I'm good for now. What's up here? Sealed. Fridge. Can I transfer? Sealed, 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 sealed. I mean, I guess a lot of this is going to open up after I lockpick.
Oh, clever.
Down. Alright.
What can I do for you, Captain?
Stalled
All
it.
systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Alright. Let's get out of here. Cutscene.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Good.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Alright. What do I need a nav key?
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it.
Don't think I will.
Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kelly.
Alright. I'll go aboard.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology years ahead of its time. I call it the holographic shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
Alright, I'll put a good use, thanks.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Okay. I don't know why I'm yawning. Captain
Hawthorne used to be more dashing.
Ouch. That is hurtful. Disguise you and your companions. It gives you access to restricted areas, provided that you have the correct ID cartridge for the area. Restricted areas are off limits, so unauthorized. Alright. Captain's log. Stardate. I don't know. Just found out that I was revived from a colony ship. I destroyed a town. And it's going pretty cool. Pretty cool. Captain's log out. Alright. Power. Cool. Messages 4. Alright. You bet. Lots. Alright. So we got disguise machine. Can I... Vicar Max. Support hacks. Sneaky. I'll do support first. Oops. Yep, accept. Journal, quests, weapons from the void. Gosh, I hate this codex not just going away. Yeah, I don't look cool. Gladys. Where am I going? Groundbreaker. Is that where I'm going? Space steel points inches. You can fly. The landing pads, keys. Moving between planets. Extremely interesting. All players encouraged to remain at home. So, that's anywhere. Speed to class on the Groundbreaker. Alright, we will do that next time. Next time will probably be tomorrow. No, not tomorrow night. Steelers are playing, so I'm going to be watching the Steelers. Not streaming. Tuesday night, probably, most likely. So I'm probably going to be playing this throughout the week, on and off. On the weekend, I think I'm going to start a SWTOR playthrough of an Imperial agent. And then on Sunday, I think I'm gonna play Motorsport Manager Endurance mode. I'm gonna do a stream of that in the morning. But I think in the evening I'm going to keep that open for this game. So if I have time in the evenings on the weekends, I'll do that. So mornings will be KOTOR and then Motorsport Manager, Saturday, Sunday, and then evenings will be this game until I'm done. And basically I think that's kind of how it's going to go. I'll put a post somewhere so that it's, you know, just out in more places than the end of this video that no one's going to watch. So if you did watch this far, say I watched this far. So anyways, thanks so much for watching.